This is some good ASMR. This is some good AM2R. You know what I mean? Good morning. Welcome to the Ryan Beardy livestream. Today is Saturday, October 23rd, and today we're going to catch up on the gaming news and play a little bit of Metroid Dread. As always, if there's anything that you want to post that you want me to look over, go ahead and put it in the Discord here in the gaming news articles, tweets, announcements, and I will take a look at it. A lot's happened, surprisingly. There's stuff with the last Smash Brothers character, Sora. What's up, Chuck? Good morning. Ready for the gaming news? They also announced the cloud ports of Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, so I'll go over that. Big B showing the SpongeBob and Leonardo Xbox Series X, Animal Crossing, and some more, so I won't spoil everything. And then I started Metroid Dread on hard mode yesterday, and so far so good. It's not too much harder. I think they just tweaked the numbers. I honestly would like a little bit more out of a hard mode for Dread, more than just tweaking damage, but I don't think I'm gonna get any of that. Because the one thing for me is checkpoints. Like, there's a lot of really convenient checkpoints, I guess. I don't know what the right word is. Where it's like, things can't really be threatening. Like the Emmy rooms, like of course they insta-kill you, so like it could be frustrating for a new player. But if you're playing on hard mode, then I think like you could forfeit some of those checkpoints. Another one was like, just rerouting the thermal flow was a checkpoint in itself, so I died and got reset to where I interacted with that instead of, so like, I don't know what the point of a save room is if you're gonna add so many checkpoints outside of it. But we'll get into that as I play more Metroid Dread. As far as everything else goes, I really enjoyed it. I did play through it completely on my own, and I'm gonna be streaming through. I'd like to do the whole thing, but we'll see. I'll try to stream everything for hard mode. That'd be fun. Alright, let's move into the gaming news. First thing would be the final Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character, Sora, has been announced and has been released. First of all, I think it's cool to note how, like, a lot of little details came out after his release, talking about, like, how it happened. And I think it was according to Sakurai directly, it was, like, a chance meeting between Sakurai and somebody from Square, asking if they could get, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Backing up even before that, it's really cool that by the time that Smash 4 came out, they did a poll saying, like, what character would you like to request and what game are they from? And they never officially released the poll results, because I imagine Smash 4 either, like, wasn't out yet or they were working on DLC stuff. So they hadn't really released that information for possible future characters. And I'm sure that they used it, like, they definitely used that for Bayonetta. I think I recall him saying it was a highly requested character. But in this video, he went back and talked about that poll, and how even, like, to this day, they never released the results, and how Sora was the #1 most requested character. As mixed as some of the character DLCs have been, it's really cool that the final character was one that's, like, universally the most requested. And, you know, even that it's possible through that chance meeting between Sakurai and Square. So that's really cool. Other than that, they had more costumes. I think the Doomslayer Mii costume is a really good idea. I don't like playing the Mii character, but I like the costumes that encompass the entire character. So, like, even if you can't have Doom Guy, Shantae, Cuphead and Sans are other good examples. Like, Doom Guy, Cuphead, and Sans all kind of overlay the Mii so you don't see any of the Mii. So even if it's not like a proportion thing, it still looks cool, and it still has just a moveset, even if it's not like a reference to anything. It's cool. I like their those kind of costumes. I did get to play Sora since he's been out, and I think they did a really good job with his gameplay as well. He's a really simple character, which I kind of don't expect because there's so many characters in the game and you have to make them all feel unique from one another. But they did a really good job with Sora, making him easy to pick up and play, but feel really unique. Like he's got one of those rising secondary jumps like Ness and Mewtwo, and his aerial attacks, most of them have up to 3 hits. So he's got this and he's got a lot of mobility too with his side special, and I don't think his up B puts him quite in free for all. Like you can't do anything out of up B, but you can do up B side B, I believe. So it's cool that they like made him simple to play, but he like still feels unique. But that's awesome. I'm really happy that they were able to make this happen. Yeah, he was talking about the poll. He was the most requested fighter 6 years ago. And they put a lot of work into him too. Like I enjoy when alternates are costumes, and I get that they can spend more time on DLC characters doing this kind of thing. But I always wanted it to be a bigger part of Smash in general. Like you take a look at they did a better job with Samus. Let me see if I can pull up. Because originally Samus's were just recolors, but they have since made them look more like suits. It's not all of them, but it's something. You can see this is like the dark suit from Prime 2. This is like the fusion suit. I don't know if Pink... I don't think Pink's a reference to anything. Pink was in Melee. Oh, here's the other set. So this is Dark Samus. This is the light suit. This is the Varia suit. And again, I don't think green is from anything. So I think it's cool that, like, they don't even have to be new models. Like, you don't... For the fusion suit, it's got different texture and different, like, it's like a different model, essentially. You don't have to do that. You can just do, like, the color nod. What's up, Big B? Good morning. Ready for the gaming news? I just started. So I like that with some of these future characters, they were able to add different costumes, whether it be something very simple or something like this that has, you know, different... I don't think it has different animations, but in that he just talks about the facial animations. So I think Link is another character that could have used a lot of... Let's see, Link Smash Ultimate. I think they, again, just improved it. We have alternate colors. Because he's got, like, the fire suit, the water suit. I know he has the Skyward Sword tunic. Let's see. I think I found what I'm looking for. I want Link. Here we go. So they did a good job, like, with the future releases. You can see here, Breath of the Wild, the original, like, Zelda 1 or Link to the Past. I don't know what that's from. Fierce Deity. This one looks sick. I don't think it's a reference to anything, but it looks cool. This is another type of, like, older Link. This one's the Skyward Sword one, I believe. And then you have Dark Link. There's a lot more Sora forms they could have added. Well, they only have 8, and they are all original. Let's see if they've updated this to have Sora yet. The Hero did a great job with this. These are all different models. Like, again, I get that they have more time to work on these things in DLC characters, but it's something I would have liked to have seen from, like, any of them. Like, Pokemon, an easy example is just make it shiny form. This is the closest thing you have to shiny Greninja. 6 is A Link to the Past. Did I scroll too far to get back to it? And you can tell some of these, like Phantom Thieves, resemblance of Revelations Persona. I didn't pick up on that. I guess it is purple, huh? Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5. These are different outfits. So yeah, I don't think they have to do new models for everything. Here it is. This one, Link to the Past. Yeah, it's... A Link to the Past had the pink hair, so it'd be cool if they would have given him pink hair. It says it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Teal. Hero of Twilight set from Breath of the Wild. Based on Twilight Princess. Okay. I will link it, just so that you have that. I'll put it in the Discord. So even if there's a lot more Sora forms they could have added, I really like that they're spread out through the games. I don't know them by memory because I haven't played them, but I think this is 1, 2, and 3. Or like 1, 2, I don't know. Color variations change. Yeah, so like you have something, you have a representation from each game, and then you have like different forms. So it's all specifically a reference to something, which is cool. I talked about his playstyle again, like he's simple, but I think he is simple but unique. So, Dream Drop Distance. That was the one I didn't know. This one, Dream Drop. Okay. But I'm happy with it. Even though I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan because I haven't played the games, I'm really happy that he's the final character because not only was he the most recommended, so it's, you know, you're going out with a bang. He's like objectively the most requested character. Because like, Sakurai is already under a lot of scrutiny from fans for some of the dumbest reasons, so I'm glad that this could be another third party. It could be something that is really hard to get a hold of. Another thing is, like, some people within Square, this is what I read online, I don't have anything, like, solid, but even people within Square don't try to get the Kingdom Hearts property because it's just impossible to do anything with Kingdom Hearts. You know, the main reason being its involvement with Disney. So it's cool that they could make this happen, both to satisfy the fans' requests and to like pass the legal barrier, you know, like Smash is such a big thing that they can basically get whoever they want, and they are and it also shows that they are listening to fans to get what the fans want. So it's cool. Other than that, I think that's it. I don't have too much to say other than this stage that's included is gorgeous looking. I was told it is the last level of the first game, and it even includes like different assets, like different locations within it. It goes into detail with the level design in the back. So I was talking about this before, like they put a lot of work into some of these backgrounds that you don't even see. Like the Dragon Quest level has the entirety of the world map. You just like soar through and you don't do anything in. There's like the Sky World from Skyward Sword. There's just a lot of maps like this that have so much detail in it. Okay, so one of the last levels. So, I mean, kudos to them. I think they did a good job with the last character. It's finally over. Here. So, one thing that's weird. They use this to also announce that Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 are coming to Switch, but they're coming to Switch via cloud gaming, which I didn't even know was a thing on the Switch. I had to look into it a little bit. And it's not like, I don't know. It's weird because it's not like Kingdom Hearts wouldn't have sold again on the Switch. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 easily could have made it like the full versions onto, like they could have ported the first two versions to Switch, definitely. like, even, the DMC games are PS2 originally, and they've had PS4 ports, and they've also come to Switch. So I don't know if they just, like, didn't want to, like, they didn't think it would sell, or they were just being lazy. It boggles my mind that at least Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 aren't cloud. There was an article going into a little more detail. There's already a few cloud games like Control. Are there any others that you can think of? Because I did half the research on my own. I did another half that I wanted to do while talking about it. Because I found this article here. This is like Nintendo's official thing for cloud gaming. So a cloud version of a game uses streaming technology to play a game from a server. I suppose in this case it's Square's server that they're supporting. The cloud version requires a stable connection, and so defeats the purpose of having it on the Switch because you need a constant high-speed internet connection to play. I remember reading somewhere that they lost the stuff for the PS2 version, so they had to go with the PS3. I think I do remember, because Silent Hill, they lost some original assets. Kingdom Hearts, they lost some original assets. Final Fantasy VIII is another one that lost a lot of original assets. But they have a working PS4 version. They have a modern PS4 version of Kingdom Hearts running. I don't see such an old game being expensive to port to the Switch. Because the game is streamed from a server, full software is not downloaded to your Nintendo Switch. A small download is required to launch the game. A brief trial of the game is available to be played a limited number of times. We recommend completing the trial to determine... Yeah, I didn't know that cloud gaming was a thing on the Switch. List of cloud Switch games. I'm fine with them taking the easy road for Kingdom Hearts 3 if they need to, but maybe they could have done like a tiered release where when 1 was ready, they release 1, when 2 was ready, they release 2, and then if they can do 3, they'll do 3. Here's a list of all current and upcoming cloud games available on Nintendo Switch. Resident Evil 7, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Phantasy Star 2, Control, Hitman, Plague Tale, Forgotten City, Guardians of the Galaxy, Dying Light 2, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I just see it as lazy. I don't know. Did I include another article from IGN? I think I did. I must not have. I saw it as like, why is Kingdom Hearts Cloud Switch? Square Enix reveals why Kingdom Hearts and Switch will be limited to cloud. The Kingdom Hearts series is coming to Switch, but there's a catch. The beloved games will only be available on Nintendo's hybrid console through cloud versions. Now we're learning why Square Enix hasn't committed to full downloadable versions. Speaking to Nintendo Life series producer Ichiro Hazama, said the decision to make cloud versions of Kingdom Hearts was due to the Switch's storage capacity. For some time, our director Tetsuya Nomura has expressed his desire to deliver Kingdom Hearts series to Switch players, him having seen and heard the demand, including storage capacity for the hardwares. For Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, like PS2 games, can't fit on the Switch in any form. Like, we've seen Devil May Cry get separate releases for each game on the Nintendo Switch. Bringing these titles to Nintendo Switch proved to be quite difficult for various reasons, including the storage capacity for the hardware. But we're excited to be able to make it happen. I wonder how much Devil May Cry takes up on the Switch. Devil May Cry Switch storage space? Do they list these online? Alright, now you guys get to know my birthday. Don't forget. I'll be mad. Game file size, 9.2 gigabytes. Wow, that's crazy. Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. 5.1 gigabytes. I don't buy it. I guess. I mean, I don't know. What am I gonna say? They're lying? Kingdom Hearts 3, for example. Okay, here. Did I not? Kingdom Hearts 3, for example, needed a lot of storage space to install on PS4 and Xbox One. The feat might not be easy to pull off on Switch. I'm fine with 3 not being able to be brought to Switch. I think 3 is, there's a case for it being cloud. They haven't, so Hazama also said they haven't completely ruled out production for native versions of some of the Kingdom Hearts games on Switch. But this is after the announcements of the cloud versions. Like, what, are they going to release it again? At this moment in time, the production of the native version is undecided, Hazama said. We believe that the cloud version is currently the best way to deliver Kingdom Hearts series to Switch, but we are always excited to hear feedback from our fans. Yeah. We talked about Dying Light on Switch a while ago. Apparently it's another Miracle port. Ooh, nice. So like, I'm fine when it comes to Dying Light 2, when it comes to Doom 2016. I don't know if they ever did Doom... What's the newest Doom? Doom... Eternal. Did the Switch port of Doom Eternal ever come out? Available now. Doom Eternal is native on Switch, but it's only digital. So, I'm fine with them... What was I gonna say? Like, I understand that it takes a lot of money and resources to take games like Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, Dying Light 2, The Witcher 3. I totally understand that it takes a lot of money and resources to port something like that and make it run really well on the Switch. If you want to do that, then absolutely. But I'm aware of that. So if they don't want to bring Kingdom Hearts 3 to the Switch unless it's cloud gaming or none at all, fine, I get it. Like, that makes sense to me. But if you're not going to put Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 native on the Switch, then not only does that defeat the purpose of having the Switch, because you need a constant connection to take it anywhere or play in handheld mode or what have you. Because, like, you can't Ethernet while playing it in handheld mode in your house. So if you're playing it docked with the Ethernet port, you're probably going to get your best experience with the game if you remove it from the dock. If you're playing in, like, a bad side of the house where the router's on the other... Like, there's just so many inconveniences where I'd rather just own it native on PS4 because they brought it to... They've already brought it to... It's on PS2, it's on PS3, it's on PS4, it's on Xbox, it's on... I think it's just on Xbox One. But, like, there are other ways to play it. Don't you have a phone, right? Like, I don't know. They just... It's not convenient and it doesn't make sense for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, that's all. I don't think there's, like, anything else. What did you link me? I think, Chuck, you linked me another thing for Cloud. Cloud versions of Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 3 Remind. Union Cross Theater Mode, Final Chapter. Is this new? I don't know what Kingdom Hearts Dark Road is. Brand new, So that's my feelings on that. I think it's lazy of them not to do native versions of 1 and 2, but I totally think it makes sense for them to not want to do cloud gaming or nothing for 3. I'm a fan of this one. I'm glad you sent this, Bigby. SpongeBob SquarePants is now an Xbox Series X. Gaze, if you will, upon the Xbox Series X. The black video game console with aggressively square edges. Its design connotates serious video gaming. The video game console for gamers, if you'll forgive all the baggage that comes with the word. Now behold this Xbox Series X. Alright, we don't have to read through the whole article. I'm for it. Like, this is perfectly... The Xbox Series X is SpongeBob shaped. They capitalized on the real estate, on the opportunity, they took a chance and they did it. We can ignore Leonardo for a sec. and just, you know, can I... Oh no, the image goes with it. There. Better. I mean, look at it. Like, SpongeBob on an Xbox Series X. I'm surprised with how low of a budget that Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl seemed to have. I think what's there is important, right? Like, you've got developers who are active on Twitter, like receiving feedback and updating parts of the game. And then, you know, what we've already known is that it has all of the staples of a competitive platform fighter. I've played it a few times. I own it. I love it. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think as long as they continue to tweak the game, as long as they continue to be there and support it, it'll be something that will have some lasting power. I don't even think that it needs a lot of... Like, I don't think they have to prioritize, like, you know, going straight to DLC and adding new characters and new stages. But I think they need to continue to address some balancing and patches and stuff. But what's there is really fun. It's really busted, it's really stupid, but it's really fun. So, you know, that's... I like this. I'm tempted to get one. Oh wait, is this not... These aren't actually for sale. To get your hands on the spot-on SpongeBob Square console completely, you'll need to enter and win a sweepstakes by retweeting this from the official Xbox account. This contest runs through October 24th. 23rd, 24th? If you want it, it's there. Well, the TMNT console looks fine. The SpongeBob's one's particularly inspired in this writer's eyes. Yep. I saw the Patrick PS3 controller. Patrick PS3 controller. This? Look at him. That one can't be the same. That one looks... I mean, I guess they both look... I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but they both look, you know? That's funny. Alright, well, the contest is still up for those of you who want it. New Animal Crossing? I didn't actually look through this, so I'm gonna skim through it a little bit. How long is it? 23? I just want the highlights. New spots, new encounters. So they added the roost, but I think they added more functionality with it. Like, before you would just go there, chat, have some tea or some coffee and chill. That looks nice. It looks so cozy. 50 new things, the whole thing is a highlight? Okay. Alright, well, we'll run through it. Yeah, I always thought the roost was a chill place. The other animals didn't use it that much. Invite characters with compatible amiibo. That's cool. That's awesome. I hope they can just, like, your neighbors can passively visit it too. Because I liked the roost, but it never felt populated, you know, in the past Animal Crossing games. Ready to take a tour. What do we got? I'm glad that they're continuing to support Animal Crossing. The thing to note is that this is the first paid DLC for Animal Crossing. Before, they've added holidays through updates rather than having them, like, built into the game. But I mean, it's just gonna get better and better. I don't like the slow start of Animal Crossing New Horizons. You basically, like in the past games, you start from square one, but in this game you start from square zero, and it takes you a little while to get into it. But for me, I think what would make this game better is just more events, like more conversations. Because the animals also didn't have a lot of dialogue. There was a lot of repeated character archetypes and dialogue. And I didn't notice that in the older games for one reason or another. But I noticed it a lot in this game. I made a new island. It's actually a lot faster to progress since they added swimming and diving. That's good. Maybe I should give it a try again and just play it for fun. After Animal Crossing came out, a couple months later, I went into Stardew Valley, and I got a lot more engaged with that game. It just felt like, even though it's the same kind of like busy work, it just hooked me with a lot more things to do. But like I wanna like Animal Crossing, I just can't really get into it. Hold on, is this farming? So you can change how your house looks. There was the stretching the house, expand storage. What did I miss? Get cooking with DIY recipes. So adding farmland is a really good idea. I didn't think you could grow things before in Animal Crossing. Isn't that new? Cooking is a really cool idea. I mean, I hate to say it, but you just gotta copy Stardew Valley and add that stuff into Animal Crossing, and it'll just make Animal Crossing amazing. New ceiling decor, that's cool. New fences. So just new equipment. Camera. Custom design, okay. Island Life 101. More items. Other new features to living. Yeah, I just want more events. They had good with contests and stuff, but just like more conversations, I guess. They added gyroids, so the roost and gyroids were things that were in previous Animal Crossing games. New items. The other thing that really got to me, permanently placed ladders, that's cool. But one thing that got to me was how hard it is to... Okay. More quality of life stuff. Was how slow the terraforming was. Like, I wanted to make my island as personal as I wanted, but it took me so long in order to terraform the island how I wanted. So I kind of just got like fed up with that and then stopped trying to make more stuff in the game. Ooh, okay, this is all free. I didn't realize. Last major free content update. So there's a free one and then there's a paid one. Okay, good on them. So this is a cool idea. I actually don't mind that it's DLC. Because back in the 3DS, they had two Animal Crossing games. They had Animal Crossing New Leaf, and they had Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. So if you're gonna add paid DLC to this game, I think it's cool that it's combining Happy Home Designer and Animal Crossing's base game together. Is this your vacation island? Or is this you picking for other people? Select an island for a vacation home. Okay, this is for the animal, and then you design its house. It's a really cool idea. All these rich animals with their vacation homes that I can't have. I want a vacation home. Yeah, I'm okay with this being paid DLC given how they were released Happy Home Designer in the past. Oh, you can add walls? That's so cool. I wonder if you can do some of this stuff in like the base homes. Okay, you can use the techniques in your own homes like adding walls. Okay, that was my question. That's answered. Yeah, there's a lot of detail. I can see how people can get, like, you know, lost in Animal Crossing. There's so much to... There can be so much to do. The things that I wanted out of the game, I couldn't stay hooked in it. I like filling up the museum, and I like designing my house. And it just became such a slow process for me that I didn't stick with it. Because, like, back when I played, it was just, the only other thing you could do is chat with your neighbors and they would say the same things. Okay, here, use learn techniques for your own home. Oh, sorry, Scarecrow. Yeah, I don't have that up. I do have an application that shows both chats side by side. But I'm mostly looking at, yeah, it's this. This takes care of both chats, but I don't usually have it up. How are you? That's also why I tried to put the, like, Twitch chat on the stream itself, so it could communicate that. Of course, there's something else I gotta bring up. The expansion pass. I guess I'll leave it on this and we can talk about that. How do y'all feel about the Nintendo Online expansion pass? Oh, they're still making new cards too. I think that's the gist for Animal Crossing. Yeah. Just woke up. Nice, nice. Yeah, I didn't get started too long ago. For me, it's worth it because it comes with it. So I think it can be worth it. How much is the Animal Crossing DLC by itself? Happy Home Paradise cost $24.99. So if you were planning on buying, I think it's too pricey, but I'm getting it for free. Too much money, yeah. I'm still, so like I talked about it a little bit last time before they actually showed the price, and now they have. Like, for one, I didn't think it would be $50. That is steep. I can see the argument for having it come with Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise, but if you're not an Animal Crossing fan, then, you know, what's the extra deal for you, you know? The other thing that I didn't really like was how separated the content was. So there's three things here. There's being able to play online with other people. There is playing retro games. Included in retro games is Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and Nintendo 64. The third thing is Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise. So you're selling all of this stuff in one package when somebody might not want all of these things. Like, Nintendo could really easily make a cheap, just retro side. Just sell Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64, and Genesis together as one package. Call it the Nintendo Game Netflix. And then sell that for less than $50. And then sell Nintendo Online, sell it for $5 to $10 a year. And then sell people Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise for, you know, $20. Probably. So, that's not a good thing in my opinion, is for it to match PS Plus. The thing that Nintendo had going for it, for its online service, is the fact that it was cheap. It wasn't even good, but it was cheap. So you could justify, like, oh, 20 bucks a month, I can get online, and as a bonus, I can play some retro games for a year. Like, that's fine. But the more expensive it gets, the more it's going to be compared directly to PlayStation and Xbox Live. And those can be much better deals, because the online's actually functional and actually good. Like, Nintendo maybe has, like, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Splatoon are its main first-party multiplayer games. Sure, they're... And the other thing to mention is all of the free online games, like if you download Fortnite, you can play that online for free. I wish I had more examples, but anything that's free to play, free to download, does not... You don't have to pay Nintendo Online to do free for. So I feel like it's so weird for them to, like, piecemeal, to, like, separate 64 and Genesis from Nintendo and Super Nintendo. That's weird. And to add Animal Crossing into it when some people don't even play Animal Crossing. So it's like, what does the $50 do for them if you don't own Animal Crossing? Fortnite, Dauntless, Apex, Warframe. Yeah, all good examples. Thank you, Big B. Apparently it's also pricey because they had to pay Sega a big sum to get Genesis games. That doesn't make sense to me, because if you go, we're gonna go on eBay, right? Sega Genesis Collection. $14.99 for PS2. $20 for PSP. $23 to have it on your brand new PS4. $13 to have it on your 360. $15 to have it on your PS3. Like, they've re-released these things. Some of them are even on the Nintendo Store. Nintendo Store, Sega. Not Sega Classics. Oh, it's even on the Switch! You can buy it for $30 on the Switch if you really want. So, like, I brought this up last time. There's a lot of, like, Sega stuff here already, in some form or another. So it's just so weird. If they had to pay Sega a lot of money, then for what? You know? Yeah, and it seems like a bonus to me. Like, people really want N64. Like, the Nintendo games are the ones that aren't accessible. The Genesis ones get re-released every console. The thing that has value to people are the Nintendo consoles, because it's not accessible to people. You can also get the Mega Drive Collection, Genesis Collection on Switch. I already own the Sega Genesis Collection on Switch, and it's over 50 games. I imagine they'll release more N64 Virtual Console in the future. So you say that, I imagine that they will, but they've tapered off on Nintendo and Super Nintendo. They used to release it, I think it was like every month they would release new games, and then they had a formal announcement saying, oh, we're just gonna release games every now and then, there's not gonna be a schedule. And on top of that, it's not stuff that people want, like, it's just really obscure stuff. So, I don't know what's here for people, you know? To make it worth the $50. They should just add Rare Replay. Yeah, they put Cuphead on Switch, which was an Xbox exclusive. Have they done any others? I think adding the Rare Replay, porting that stuff over to Switch would be a really good idea. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance would probably be tempted to get more people than Genesis. I agree. Because again, oh yeah, the Ori games, that's a good example. Again, Nintendo stuff specifically is in demand and is not accessible right now. Sega Genesis stuff gets released for every console. Like, I just showed you on eBay how cheap it could be. So, the fact that they put Genesis is cool, it's a cool bonus, but it's not gonna convince somebody to buy this service. Yeah, I mean, that's the gist of it. I just think it's too expensive. I think it's being sold so weird. Like, the ability to play online, the ability to play Nintendo, Super Nintendo is one purchase. Then the expansion pass is 64 Genesis and Animal Crossing DLC. It's just so, it's so weird. I don't know how else to say it. I think the Ori games got a collection release too. Oh, I don't know what made that noise. I dropped something. Ori games Switch. I do own the physical copy of the Ori games on Switch. $20. I don't know what. But they're both here. I don't know if there's any kind of collection. But yeah, stuff like that. That's about it. I just think it's weird. It's weird, and to me, personally, it's not worth it. I don't think this $20 a month for this side was worth it to me after... So, like, I got an extended free trial because of them, like, slacking on releasing stuff for Switch Online. So they had an extensive demo. I did my first purchase, which was, I think was $10. It was on sale for your first purchase of it. And then I got it included, another year included with Twitch. Since then, I have not renewed my Switch Online because I don't think it's worth it. And this does not convince me that it's worth it either. Exactly, you need Animal Crossing to play the DLC. So, like, it's weird that it's included when it's not for everyone. Okay, Ori the Collection. That's cool. I was able to buy them both separately, physically, but having them on one disc is pretty cool for a fair price. Alright, so we talked about Animal Crossing, talked about Switch Online. Elden Ring got delayed. Elden Ring will release on February 25th, 2022. I'm not sure what the original release date was for that game. Maybe I can find it. Because they had a recent trailer. Yeah, and it's not even... I never thought about it like that, Big B. Like, I'm not even sure long-term how you would market that. Like, does it always include the Animal Crossing DLC? Do you lose it? Like... So Elden Ring's original release was for January 21st, so they seem to have pushed it back a month. As the depth and strategic freedom of the game exceeded initial expectations, thank you for your trust and patience. We'll look forward to seeing you experience the game in the closed network test in November. So they're still doing a beta for the game in November, so I'm curious to see how that goes. And I think it's fine that they delay the game. I think it's fine that it's just for a month. So, not too much to say other than I wanted to bring light to this delay, and I'm glad that they're communicating, and I'm glad that they're delaying it because they feel it needs to be delayed. This was about the cloud version, so I can skip that. There's a new game. The person who made Stardew Valley is releasing a new game. It looks like it's taking a lot of... It looks like it's in the same engine, shorthand. It's a brand new game with like a brand new focus, but it uses a lot of... I don't think it reuses assets, but it's the same art style, just expanded upon. It looks cool. I'm really excited to give this a try. One thing that I liked about Stardew Valley, not only that it was, you know, a great game, but it was one that was constantly getting updates. So it just became better and better through time, and I played it pretty late, so I got to have access to all of this like content that just keeps you playing it for such a long time. So not only did Concerned Ape, the creator, you know, iterate on Stardew Valley again and again, but they're using what they learned in this game, and they're using a lot of the same like engine assets to make something that is probably going to be very polished. So I'm excited to see what comes of this. I don't know if there was any kind of... I mean, it looks more of the same. Like, if you like Stardew, then you're going to like this. In development. So it was just an in development release. But that I thought that was really cool. If you haven't played Stardew Valley and you like those chill, like, because we were just talking about Animal Crossing earlier, Stardew Valley is a great game in that same space. I saw this because before they just did, they didn't do video in the first one. It was just audio. Stardew actually stresses you out. Okay, don't play it, Big B, you can pass on it. I had fun with it. I played it for the first time last year, and I did everything, all of the main quests, and then there was an additional one that I did some stuff for. So there, even then, like after all the time I put into it, there's still more for me to do. This trailer doesn't really do anything other than show a new form of Sora and Zora Arc, I think is the evolution. I don't have much to say other than, you know, it gave me confidence when I saw brand new regional variants being a part of Pokemon Arceus. So the fact that they're continuing to reveal new types of Pokemon in a spin-off game like this is just not only cool, but, you know, shows their confidence in the project. So I think it's cool. I feel like I never have enough time to do what I wanted to do. Yeah, I had fun with Stardew. I'm glad I got to eventually play it. So this is what... Oh, here they both are. I like the new designs for both of them. I guess it's Ice Dark or something. Yeah, they have cute designs. They've been doing some weird stuff. Oh, that's a cool type. Normal Ghost. Because they did Pokemon Gen 8. I don't think I'll be able to find it. Maybe if I go to the Pokemon page. They had a 24-hour live stream. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? I need to watch this. I've been watching these Pokemon evolutions. It was a teaser for Gen 8 where they did like a live stream of like nature. And I probably won't be able to find it in this mess of uploads because I don't know what to search for. And I don't even know if it's on this page. That's what it was. It was a 24-hour live stream, but like the main highlight was Ponyta coming on screen. It's TCG. Yeah, I won't be able to find it, but that's what that reminds me of, that found footage. Yeah, I'll give up before I even started. Yep. I thought that was interesting. It's cool that they did that, even though it wasn't exciting. It was uh-oh, Big B. I think you give me... Oh, here it is. It's just cool to have something to talk about. Alright, State of Play returns next Wednesday. Updates on upcoming third-party games, PS4, PS5, are in store next Wednesday, October 27th. So, we'll stay tuned for that. That's something that I'm going to probably cover next gaming news then. And then the costumes. Cool. So, as always, if you have anything you want me to take a look at, post it in the Discord in this channel right here, and I'll go over it when I do the gaming news. Gotta show off my 100% save file before I go into the hard mode run. Isn't it beautiful? I was able to find most everything. I had to look up 2 things with a guide. So that's one thing I can compliment this game for, is they make it really easy. They don't make it easy, they make it fun. Let me be clear. They make it fun to go for all the collectibles. They give you just enough information. Because the map areas will be highlighted when you're around one of the key items, but it doesn't show you secret entrances. And then you get, I forget what the power-up's called, but it shows you breakable blocks. So it gives you, like, just enough information to have fun collecting stuff. And I think it's great. I'm doing good. We just finished the gaming news, so sorry you missed that. But I started Metroid Dread on hard mode yesterday, and I'm going to be playing more of that now. Yeah, and that's that good thing about Metroid, is like, the further you get, the stronger they make you feel. Like, you're just straight up overpowered at the end. So, not only do those power-ups help you with combat, but they help you with, like, solving puzzles too. I forget. I gotta start from scratch again. I spent a lot of time post-game, so now I gotta relearn that I don't have everything I had before. But I had a lot of fun with this game. Yeah, the Shine Spark ones. I'm glad you said that, because I feel the exact same way. Ooh. One of the ones I had to look up was the fact that you can reset your Shine Spark if you use it at an incline. And I had no idea you could do that. The other thing was I didn't know you could Shine Spark as a Morph Ball. So it's just things that the game expects you to know that I had no idea. You would only know it if you played like an earlier Metroid game. Ooh, Psychonauts 1. That's a good game. I loved it. Oh no. We're off to a great start. Alright, where's my checkpoint? Because I know this game's generous. I'd be surprised. Okay, yeah, I do start at the same room. Yeah, the writing in Psychonauts is so good. I'm excited to play the second one, but I'm not in a rush to do it. I might just wait until there's a physical copy of the game that comes out. I'm wondering if this game has some sort of very hard mode, because when they made the remake of Metroid 2, Fusion Suit mode, you needed an amiibo to unlock, and it was really frustrating that it had to be that way. Like, for me, that's a perfect example of me having the conversation. It's like, you don't want anything too important locked behind an amiibo, because they're hard to find, so it's not like... I think they're like $200 in box. I'm just gonna use the like sealed, like if you wanted to buy one new, secondhand. You'd have to spend like $200 in order to play very hard mode in a video game. Like, that's insane to me. That there's no alternative means of like unlocking that. Even something like, I'm playing through Joke's on You. I sold all my amiibo, but I kept my Samus Returns Metroid and Samus amiibo, so I have it. But, even something like F-Zero GX I've been playing a lot more of recently. If you bring your memory card to an F-Zero AX machine, you unlock, like, it's a really rare arcade cabinet version of F-Zero. It's called F-Zero AX, for those who need the background. If you plug in your memory card into that really rare arcade machine, you unlock a bunch of pilots, you unlock a new track. But, like, what if all of those cabinets were destroyed and you never see one ever again in your life? Well then, if you beat all of the missions on Master Mode, and if you beat all of the Grand Prix on Master Mode, then you unlock that content anyway. So it's like, why not make the amiibo instantly unlock very hard mode? But if not, you gotta beat the game on normal, then beat the game on hard mode and unlock very hard. Like, just do what makes sense, you know? I hate when there's a lot of content locked behind amiibo. Finished the main story of Ghost of Tsushima last weekend. Nice. Did you get the PS5 version? Because I remember you talking about wanting to buy that game. Yeah, Psychonauts, I think its strength was in its writing and in its, like, environments. It's so unique that in that way. It's very hard to 100% because of, like, the moving collectibles. Yeah, I don't like this kind of games, but the PS5 complete version of Ghost of Tsushima sounds like a really good deal. The Figments, I believe they're called in Psychonauts. They're just a really awkward collectible. I'm gonna steal your word because I think that's perfect. And see, like, the game design brings you down here. I guess there's another door right here. But it brings you here and then puts a door here and loops you back around so that you find this. And then you can progress. Like, the game design here is really, feels really natural. And then if you want, you can go back here for a secret. Oh, this is the fast one, I think. The speed booster one. I think so. Yes. I gotta be mindful. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm good though. You just like bumped right into me without any kind of warning. I was like a really good guess on when he was gonna attack, because it's not consistent. Alright, so that's a shortcut. I'm gonna go back here. I mean, just the way the visuals are in Ghost of Tsushima, it seems like a fun game to get lost in. It's one of those realistic type games that still has an art style, and I think that's cool. Like the environments. Oh, Metroid, okay. Yeah, and that's why I like Metroidvanias in general too. Like, it does a really good job funneling you in the right direction. But the whole point, the whole other point of the game is to go looking for stuff. So that's what happened to me one time. Like, I got through the main story, I think I got lost twice. And then I just went to look for more power-ups. Where is... Oh, this isn't actually connected. So I do need to go up this way. I went through the ME door, and that loops me back here. So I need to go... That opens a shortcut. Maybe I bring it back to the previous area? So maybe I'm done here. Yeah, previous Metroid games were a little obscure with their collectibles, and I think since Samus Returns, that game and this game made it pretty relaxing to collect stuff. Ooh, jumped right into that. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the first area then. What? That hit my toe. Alright, so I gotta go back through the ME door. I talked about it yesterday. I'm glad that the charge beam makes like a normal, quiet noise. Excuse me? Oh, jeez. How am I supposed to get past him now? Okay, he went away. I thought I was just going to be stuck in this small area. What's going on here? Shine Spark. So the game purposely loops me back into here. So I think it's telling me to go back to a previous area and use this beam. It's some stuff that I can point out, but I think a new player won't really notice. Like, it might not even communicate through them right. Before I go... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for me here. One nitpick is these load screens are just a tad too long. I had to use a guide for the figments, only a few levels. Awkward is definitely the word. Definitely need some kind of endgame radar. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how the figments are in the sequel. I'm actually curious, because I didn't want to 100% the game. I could see there being a lot to do, but it didn't seem fun to do. Yeah, so now I can unlock that for a shortcut. I can unlock that. So there's places to go. Here. I didn't use these waypoints enough. This is a power beam door. Have I just not been able to unlock these? Let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see I opened up a shortcut. It leads me directly to this door. Directly into this dead end. Ooh, it's that time. Yeah, I don't know the details. I know that there's a VR game that released that's like a short in between preparing you for the sequel. It's like not necessary. And then I know he's in the sequel, but I don't know his role. But I like the transition from like the campsite to the asylum. It's a really cool idea. I just opened him a path to me. Alright, I can make this work. They did such a good job with, like... This is so tense. Like, shooting them slows them down. And then they, like, slowly get up. Let's see if I can make this work. There you are. Nope, can't make it work. I'm gonna try again up here where I got his plate. Come in, there he is. Morph ball. Okay. So I could take the morph ball back to Darien. I think that's what I'll do, because I don't see much. I see this. See all that. Let's try that. This game doesn't seem too strict, like forcing you in an area either. I actually really appreciate how little it holds your hand. Yeah, now I can go in this very intimidating belly of the beast. I know where we're heading now. Oh, can't go that way. That does sound inconvenient. Yeah, that sounds like a whole second experience for wanting to complete the game. Ooh, these things might actually hurt. Back to Artaria. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing too much until SMT5. It's only a couple weeks away, and I don't want to start something and have to... Like, if I start a game, I gotta finish it. It's just how I play games. So I don't want to start something and have to stop when it comes out. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I want to take my time with it, because it's something I've really been looking forward to. But there's still a few more games that I meant to get to this year that I don't know if I'll have enough time for. I wanted to play Chrono Trigger for the first time, and I wanted to play Secret of Mana. Both very important games that I've never played. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Ooh. Those guys are intimidating early on. Nothing? Alright, back on track with the magma flow. So basically you're getting your exercise climbing that same tower in Psychonauts. Hello? I remember I died here the first run because I didn't know what it was asking. Come on now. Excuse me. Ooh. Just one sneeze. We're yellow now. Alright, now we can do heat, which means I can go downstairs to Kraid, back where I was. On normal mode, I just took the lava and went in there. I don't know if I should take a chance here. I'll do it the right way later on. Yeah, the cobweb duster was a real pace killer. I don't know why it costed so much to get, when it's like something that you need for the game. Whoa, out of lava. Alright, now I can go fight Kraid. It's a quick pit stop. Yeah, other than that, I can't think of any big problems I had with Psychonauts. I thought it was something that a sequel could just streamline and make feel a lot better. Like the collectibles and the pace breaker of the cobweb duster. Other than that, like, I mean, it got carried by its writing and its world. But even without that stuff, it, you know, was a solid platformer. Oh yeah, no bombs. How do I do this? There we go. Easy. I don't think I noticed the first time you can hear some yelling. Like when you go through that statue for the first time you hear it, and I just heard it again. That's really cool. Oops. Oh no! Ow. This camera's up really close. Yeah, there was some fun movement options. Bouncing the ball, rolling on the ball. There's one more. Just using it to hover was another one. I love those little guys in the background. They're adorable. Alright, wish me luck. I had some trouble the first time around with Kraid. They did a good job with this fight. It's so cool. Ooh. When I was checking the concept art book that I got for the collector's edition for this, one of the images of Kraid, he was absolutely ripped. And, I was like, that's the one thing you can't do with Kraid. Like, he's gotta be disgusting. He's gotta be gross. But it was interesting seeing that portrayal of Kraid. Ooh, this is gonna take some work. Maybe I should focus on shooting those, get some health back. Ooh, I don't know if I took a hit from that. Yeah, like you get a decent amount of health back from this. Okay, alright, okay. I forget what happens here. I know he wipes his claw. Okay. Trying to just do it right the first time. Oh, I jumped too early? Dude, those do so much damage. I forgot I'm supposed to crouch. It's 2 of those and you're done. I forgot all about that. Alright, that went easily. I just noticed there's an effect on his tummy. The more damage you do, it gets more purple. So you can tell, like, when you're close. Alright, let's try to stay on this longer. Wait, I did it? Okay. I thought I was too early. Does that mean get down? Alright, that means get down. Oh, you're so kind. Oh, there goes that. Okay, crouch. I don't know what the Bayonetta 1 secret boss is. Is that something I'm gonna have to look up? I played through that game, but I didn't do a lot of extra content. I laughed at that the first time. It's like... It's badass, but in like the comical way. It's just her like sidestepping a spear. It's quote unquote badass. This, I think, is a really good power-up. I think it's new to this game. Because the alternative is the wave beam. But this one, if you charge and hold it, it explodes. So it gets enemies that are in the wall, and it gets objects that are in the wall, but it's not as busted as the wave beam is. So it's a good middle ground until you get the wave beam. Oh no, I've played my DMC and my Bayonetta, but I'm a casual at it. It is good casual fun. I know how hard those games can be. And see, like, the game funneled me out of Kraid's room. I got that power up, and there's a teleporter right here. But there's a couple options, so I can't do that. There's a teleporter. What happens if I go up here? There's an item. This is also something I got. Oops. You can get this early without needing to go in the lava. I don't know if it's intended or not. Like, there's a lava way to do it. But, like, you just got the diffusion beam, so it's like, why would you... You could just do this. So there's two ways to do this. I don't know what's intended. Ooh, I didn't know you could fight Rodin. So again, good game design. You come up here, you get a power up as a reward for getting the beam, and then you go purple. I'll have to watch somebody else do that to fight Rodin, because I'm not getting 10 million halos. This is some good ASMR. This is some good AM2R. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Oh, no, don't want to go back there. I wish you could skip this, too. That's another quality of life thing. Because they ask you, they show you where it goes, they ask you if you want to go. It's like, yeah, I know where it goes, I don't want to. Leave me alone, you know? Can I make it? Yes.
Uploading data. This area, Dyren, appears to be a biological research laboratory.
You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is enough. You are slowly recovering your abilities. I have still not established what happened to you physically.
I tried to parry that. It's too late. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Wow, I didn't know those things could explode from that far away. Well, there he is. This is one of the, like, dark things that I liked about Dread on my first playthrough. Once you turn the power on, you see him, like, getting experimented on. No more fall bombs. I don't think I went this way the first time with the power off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Got him. So where should I go? Oh, don't explode. Oh no. I'm cutting this really close. Whoa, let me go. Nope. Aw. Okay, so maybe I should go up this way instead. Nope. Oh! I never noticed that the first time either. What's trying to get it through that door? Man, the frame rate chugs sometimes. Just gonna leave out this way. Just kidding. This looks right. I also like, bit of a spoiler because I'm not there yet in this part of the game, but I like when Metroidvanias make earlier games areas more difficult. I guess I won't say what happens, but in something like Hollow Knight, there's the crossroads, and then it turns into the infected crossroads, and it just becomes a much harder area. And they do something similar in this game, where just like all enemies become tougher. It's a really cool idea. Yeah, it seems like getting a lot of money in any game is just tedious rather than actually taking some skill to unlock, you know? But it's more content, so it's just part of the process. It all depends, it's case by case. Because I know some of the early Resident Evil games, I think it's like the more you beat them, the more weapons you'll unlock that'll just break the game, and that's kind of fun. I like when the farther you are to complete it, the more you like get wacky stuff to beat it. I should be able... Ooh. Nice. And now I remember those vents that are nearby, so I can use those to get around. It was this vent right here. And I like how they're labeled with what it is too, a morph ball launcher. And then you get the morph ball jump immediately when you get the morph ball. It's not like you have to unlock it. And then here it shows you how to use it. So it's like, oh, I recognize that somewhere. It's right over here. Wow, look. Progression. That's what I'm saying, like the game loops you around pretty consistently. Hang in there. We need like a hang in there poster but for that guy. He's down bad. Yeah, now some games will... Part of their DLC will be to give you money and experience. It's so weird. I do not like the practice, just so that we're clear. I mean, there's some cool setups, like in Dragon Quest XI, I had to get to level 99. And it was like going to this place with metal GUIs. Oh, it wasn't even going to a place, it was like using two abilities that turned enemies into metal GUIs that give a lot of experience. And then, like, using another ability which gives you more experience and money. Can I do that now? I'm gonna keep exploring. Gotta say, I'm not having too much trouble yet. Yet. This is one of my favorite areas just because I like the rain and the ocean waves look nice. Also, the background environments look nice too. They do a good job with the backgrounds. They characterize these environments so well. Ooh, that wasn't enough. Yeah, well, at least in your defense, Virgil is, like a main game final boss, and Rodin's a super boss. So one's in an entirely different league. Virgil fight was really fun.
Uploading data.
The lower levels of Verenia are mostly submerged. Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He spits. That was not what I was expecting him to do the first time. I streamed it. It took me... Didn't take me 7 hours, but it took me a couple hours. It was a tough fight. Ow. Does that not get me anything? Oh, that's part of the, missiles. Like taking candy from a baby. Oh, okay. Well, that outclasses me. I was playing on, I don't know, normal difficulty. Oh man, I got tricked. Yeah, it took me like 3 or 4 hours just to beat him for the first time on whatever normal mode. Yeah, even at the end of DMC 3, I never like learned how to play optimally. I just learned how to play my way, and it got me through. But I would love to replay it sometime. Yeah, this area is so cool. I love the deep blues. I should play Subnautica. It's not a game I normally play and enjoy, but I really love deep sea themes. It's both relaxing and, like, unknown are the words I would use. You're just waiting to be discovered. Wonder if they ever released it physically anywhere. Like, don't mind if I do. Yeah, even the fight, I forget what he goes by before Virgil, but in DMC 1, the night fight, those were tough for me. But that was my first time playing DMC. I played 1, 2, and 3 in order. Okay. So, again, the game loops me around here. I can go save, and then if you look here, there's a shutter right there. So that's that, like, good looping game design. Like, every area is like a small section that loops back into itself. Bunch of branching paths. Ooh. Ouch. That was close too. I feel like every hit's gonna be my last. No, don't come back. I didn't realize they react like that. I'm not even going down there. Alright, I'm going down there. And there's also, like, plenty of variety in the different styles that you use in DMC3. That's something that I barely even scratched the surface of. Ooh. Alright, now I can leave. Kind of. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so that loops back to the beginning. Let me see if there's like a shortcut I can open up first. No, it's just already opened up. So we can go back to Darien. Darien? I tried to use it. I think when I was streaming it, people were telling me it was bad and not to use it. But one of the things I criticized DMC3 for is it doesn't incentivize you to use new weapons because, like, let's say you're playing on a fresh file, you start out with the sword and then you get the nunchucks. So you're gonna upgrade those because that's what you're familiar with. And then, like, later down the line, for an example, you're gonna unlock the guitar, but you didn't put any points into making it good. So it's like, why use a new weapon that's bad until you upgrade it when you've already spent so many resources upgrading your first few weapons? So, like, it doesn't do a great job asking you to experiment with stuff. There's like a in-game paywall of, like, making sure you upgrade it so it's comparable to what you already have. Thought there was a breakable wall there. Ooh, wait! He took so long. I'm glad the timings aren't consistent for these enemies. Even the enemies that's not consistent. I don't like this. Can I grab that? Yes. What are you doing? It's not fair! This isn't fair! Ooh, got him. And we're out. Almost. This guy's so fast. No! No! Yeah, leave me alone! That's another breakable wall! What? The game got me good. We're gonna be sneaky sneaky. Oh no. Yeah, just stay there. Wow, he's actually oh wow, I'm so mad. I thought I was out of his range. Ooh, nice. gotta be a door up here somewhere. Ooh, it's this time. Yeah, a hug with its, like, spiky bits. It just wants to extract my DNA. I actually didn't realize how to open those doors the first time I played. But it teaches you a valuable lesson. Because it mimics the Emmy's armor, which is pretty neat. Slow down! You're going too fast. Are you kidding me? I was almost done! Aw. They usually get up and stand, but this one just said, no, we're doing it. Oh, I messed up. He's so fast. Why were you on the ceiling? This is so unfair. This is good. Prime real estate. And I do it one more time. Yeah, I'm glad that every weapon in DMC is, like, in some way useful. I just didn't have a lot of reason to switch. Alright, if I remember correctly, speed booster block is actually right here. Hang on, I'm not gonna leave without my energy tank. That looks like a secret. Okay, that's a speed booster. Now I'm very familiar with how they do some of these puzzles. There's no cute animals to show you how to shine spark in this game. It's a shame, really. That's a speed booster. Oh, couldn't make it. Another speed booster. Oops. Can't do anything with that yet. There's a hidden item over here. I guess I'm going to be taking this to a previous area. I'll have to look around for a speed booster. This is some good ASMR. This is some good AM2R. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Oh, no, don't want to go back there. I wish you could skip this too. That's another quality of life thing. Because they ask you, they show you where it goes, they ask you if you want to go. It's like, yeah, I know where it goes, I don't want to. Leave me alone, you know? Can I make it? Yes.
Uploading data.
This area, Dyren, appears to be a biological research laboratory. You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is enough. You are slowly recovering your abilities. I have still not established what happened to you physically.
I tried to parry that. It's too late. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Wow, I didn't know those things could explode from that far away. Well, there he is. This is one of the, like, dark things that I liked about Dread on my first playthrough. Once you turn the power on, you see him, like, getting experimented on. No more fall bombs. I don't think I went this way the first time with the power off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Got him. So where should I go? Don't explode. Oh no. I'm cutting this really close. Whoa, let me go. Nope. Aw. Okay, so maybe I should go up this way instead. Nope. Oh! I never noticed that the first time either. What's trying to get it through that door? Man, the frame rate chugs sometimes. Just gonna leave out this way. Just kidding. This looks right. I also like, bit of a spoiler because I'm not there yet in this part of the game, but I like when Metroidvanias make earlier games areas more difficult. I guess I won't say what happens, but in something like Hollow Knight, there's the crossroads, and then it turns into the infected crossroads, and it just becomes a much harder area. And they do something similar in this game, where just like all enemies become tougher. It's a really cool idea. Yeah, it seems like getting a lot of money in any game is just tedious rather than actually taking some skill to unlock, you know? But it's more content, so it's just part of the process. It all depends, it's case by case. Because I know some of the early Resident Evil games, I think it's like the more you beat them, the more weapons you'll unlock that'll just break the game, and that's kind of fun. I like when the farther you are to complete it, the more you like get wacky stuff to beat it. I should be able... Ooh. Nice. And now I remember those vents that are nearby, so I can use those to get around. It was this vent right here. And I like how they're labeled with what it is too, a morph ball launcher. And then you get the morph ball jump immediately when you get the morph ball. It's not like you have to unlock it. And then here it shows you how to use it. So it's like, oh, I recognize that somewhere. It's right over here. Wow, look. Progression. That's what I'm saying, like the game loops you around pretty consistently. Hang in there. We need like a hang in there poster but for that guy. He's down bad. Yeah, now some games will... Part of their DLC will be to give you money and experience. It's so weird. I do not like the practice, just so that we're clear. I mean, there's some cool setups, like in Dragon Quest XI, I had to get to level 99. And it was like going to this place with metal GUIs. Oh, it wasn't even going to a place, it was like using two abilities that turned enemies into metal GUIs that give a lot of experience. And then, like, using another ability which gives you more experience and money. Can I do that now? I'm gonna keep exploring. Gotta say, I'm not having too much trouble yet. Yet. This is one of my favorite areas just because I like the rain and the ocean waves look nice. Also, the background environments look nice too. They do a good job with the backgrounds. They characterize these environments so well. Ooh, that wasn't enough. Yeah, well, at least in your defense, Virgil is, like a main game final boss, and Rodin's a super boss. So one's in an entirely different league. Virgil fight was really fun.
Uploading data.
The lower levels of Verenia are mostly submerged. Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He spits. That was not what I was expecting him to do the first time. I streamed it. It took me... Didn't take me 7 hours, but it took me a couple hours. It was a tough fight. Ow. Does that not get me anything? Oh, that's part of the, missiles. Like taking candy from a baby. Oh, okay. Well, that outclasses me. I was playing on, I don't know, normal difficulty. Oh man, I got tricked. Yeah, it took me like 3 or 4 hours just to beat him for the first time on whatever normal mode. Yeah, even at the end of DMC 3, I never like learned how to play optimally. I just learned how to play my way, and it got me through. But I would love to replay it sometime. Yeah, this area is so cool. I love the deep blues. I should play Subnautica. It's not a game I normally play and enjoy, but I really love deep sea themes. It's both relaxing and, like, unknown are the words I would use. You're just waiting to be discovered. Wonder if they ever released it physically anywhere. Like, don't mind if I do. Yeah, even the fight, I forget what he goes by before Virgil, but in DMC 1, the night fight, those were tough for me. But that was my first time playing DMC. I played 1, 2, and 3 in order. Okay. So, again, the game loops me around here. I can go save, and then if you look here, there's a shutter right there. So that's that, like, good looping game design. Like, every area is like a small section that loops back into itself. Bunch of branching paths. Ooh. Ouch. That was close too. I feel like every hit's gonna be my last. No, don't come back. I didn't realize they react like that. I'm not even going down there. Alright, I'm going down there. And there's also, like, plenty of variety in the different styles that you use in DMC3. That's something that I barely even scratched the surface of. Ooh. Alright, now I can leave. Kind of. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so that loops back to the beginning. Let me see if there's like a shortcut I can open up first. No, it's just already opened up. So we can go back to Darien. Darien? I tried to use it. I think when I was streaming it, people were telling me it was bad and not to use it. But one of the things I criticized DMC3 for is it doesn't incentivize you to use new weapons because, like, let's say you're playing on a fresh file, you start out with the sword and then you get the nunchucks. So you're gonna upgrade those because that's what you're familiar with. And then, like, later down the line, for an example, you're gonna unlock the guitar, but you didn't put any points into making it good. So it's like, why use a new weapon that's bad until you upgrade it when you've already spent so many resources upgrading your first few weapons? So, like, it doesn't do a great job asking you to experiment with stuff. There's, like, a in-game paywall of, like, making sure you upgrade it so it's comparable to what you already have. Thought there was a breakable wall there. Ooh, wait! He took so long. I'm glad the timings aren't consistent for these enemies. Even the enemies that's not consistent. I don't like this. Can I grab that? Yes. What are you doing? It's not fair. This isn't fair. Ooh, got him. And we're out. Almost. This guy's so fast. No! No! Yeah, leave me alone! That's another breakable wall! What? The game got me good. We're gonna be sneaky, sneaky. Oh no. Yeah, just stay there. Wow, he's actually oh wow, I'm so mad. I thought I was out of his range. Ooh, nice. There's gotta be a door up here somewhere. Ooh, it's this time. Yeah, a hug with its, like, spiky bits. It just wants to extract my DNA. I actually didn't realize how to open those doors the first time I played. But it teaches you a valuable lesson. Because it mimics the Emmy's armor, which is pretty neat. Slow down! You're going too fast. Are you kidding me? I was almost done! Aw. They usually get up and stand, but this one just said, no, we're doing it. Oh, I messed up. He's so fast. Why were you on the ceiling? This is so unfair. This is good. Prime real estate. And I do it one more time. Yeah, I'm glad that every weapon in DMC is, like, in some way useful. I just didn't have a lot of reason to switch. Alright, if I remember correctly, speed booster block is actually right here. Hang on. I'm not gonna leave without my energy tank. That looks like a secret. Okay, that's a speed booster. Now I'm very familiar with how they do some of these puzzles. There's no cute animals to show you how to shine spark in this game. It's a shame, really. So that's a speed booster. Oh, couldn't make it. Another speed booster. Oops. Can't do anything with that yet. There's a hidden item over here. I guess I'm going to be taking this to a previous area. I'll have to look around for a speed booster. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more like it, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/RyanBeardy. Follow me on Twitter at RyanBeardy, and I have a Discord with the links below.